Hey guys, how you doing? George with Way the Gun shooting team. Let it do. Just gotta let it do, man. Playing with my M&P. So anyway, just having fun. I want to do a quick review video on performance pistol and performance carbine course. Frank's unique kind of shooting course. And it is unique. It's very unique. But what it did for me and where it brought me from, where it brought me to, and where I plan to go with it. I know that's kind of cryptic, but I don't mean it to be. The other thing I wanted to do is just give. I'm not going to take too much time on this, but who's this guy talking to me, right? As shooters, we all want to know, what's your background, bro? Like, why should I listen to you? Well, you shouldn't listen to me. You should listen to Frank. That's the point of the video. But anyway, why am I sitting here running my mouth making a video? It's because I've lived by the gun a lot, actually, for 13 years, and it served me well. And I just want to make sure I get better at it. Our nation's law-abiding citizens, concealed carry permit holders, law enforcement, military. I think we could all stand to get a little better, and it's what we strive for, right? Because it's important to us. It's a cornerstone. Anyway, man. Why was this so different? What made it different? What awakened me, opened my eyes, so to speak? All those kind of words that you can throw in there that mean the same kind of stuff, right? Synonyms, I believe that is. Anyway. What I think is that the military can't train past a certain standard in your generalized units because the lowest common denominator. It's a fact, right? You have dum-dums. There's always that 10%. Same with law enforcement, man. I'm sure. Come on, guys. I'm not a cop, but I'm sure you can attest to it as well. As you start moving up in types of units, you get more specialized units. Then you get to special ops and things like that. You get to kind of break away from that mold and customize and custom tailor your training a little bit. And I think, what makes Frank's career unique is he got to spend a lot of time in that world as a FAL instructor, especially on the weapons and tactics side of the house. That's pretty good stuff. Anyway, on the competitive side, there is no lowest common denominator. The sky is the limit. So in competitive shooting, you're just as good as you can possibly be, and you don't have to worry about anybody but you. Therefore, your squad doesn't go through a shooting package together. Your platoon, your company, if you're a grunt. So you don't have to worry about, King Dum Dum over there, setting the bar really low for you. That's what I love about the competitive shooting world is you're just as good as you can be, as you want to let yourself be, or as you apply yourself to be. What Frank does is for me, was the linchpin, the one that was able to tie it together, tie it in, my military experience and the competitive experience that I've had. And I didn't start the competitive shooting world until I actually graduated Frank's course, so if I'm out of order on that, then my apologies, but here I go. Anyway, so for me, I started off shooting small bore rifle competitively at high school. I went to Fishburne Military School in Waynesboro, Virginia for Sergeant Hensley. Thanks for being my coach. And we went to other military schools and shot all around, and I had a good time. Hell of a thing for a kid to do, So when I was a senior, I saw the Twin Towers fall. Bam, Marine Corps, man, going. Where do I kill bad guys? Where do I sign up? It was a no-brainer. Anyway, I was infantry Marine. I got picked up to go to security forces, to go to the Presidential Security Detail in Washington, D.C. And security forces school, started shooting shotgun pistol, stuff like that, which is rare for a grunt, MP5s, carbines, whatever. Then a couple beers, and being 20 years old later, I got myself a set of orders to J. Vegas, baby, Jacksonville, North Carolina. But it was a good unit, the Marine Corps' Anti-Terrorism Battalion, which they just stood up as a proper active duty unit about 2004-ish. Anyway, Advanced Urban Combat and the Enhanced Marksmanship Program were cornerstones of that unit, which was great for me. Kind of our FINX, we got to go to Israeli counterterrorism school, and I was truly humbled as a shooter for the first time there. I thought I was a big bad Marine. You're an E3, man. You're a dummy. You don't know what you're doing. You're just a kid, young, dumb, and whatever. But I learned a lot, and I left there humbled with my head hanging low, and again, tail between my legs. It was crazy. The amount of violence that they applied in a minimal amount of time. And with the most accuracy that I've ever seen anybody obtain or get to. Yeah, the English word for that. It set the bar at a whole new level. and I wanted to continue on. And I brought those lessons with me wherever I went, and I got something to say on that later. But anyway, went to Iraq, kind of applied what I learned there. That was interesting. Got out, went to work for Special Operations Consulting as a contractor. Every man for himself, 06, 07. Yeah. Went back to the Marine Corps, and we'll just put it like that. And had a hell of a time. Met some great guys. But yeah, it was a little, no medevacs, no radios, no thanks. East Ramadi, Baghdad, Beiji, what's on the news right now with ISIS. Yeah, no radios, no thanks. Just Motorola's that don't talk to nobody except each other. Ain't for me. Anyway, man, went back to the Marine Corps, went to Anglico. If you don't know what Anglico is, don't worry about it. It's a specialized unit that does some advanced comm and call for fire and JTACery, dropping bombs on people. And that's what I became a specialist in. I was a JTAC. Started dropping bombs on guys. But if you don't know what it is, don't worry about it. Hell, they don't even know what it is, man. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows what Anglico is. Where I wound up, though, I was very, very, very fortunate. I wound up at MARSOC, and that was the honor of my life. I was fortunate enough to serve as the primary JTAC for a Marine Special Operations team based out of the West Coast. Those dudes were by far the most humble, consummate professional guys I've ever met. With any good group of alpha males, you're always going to have some inter-team bickering, but no, everybody kept it professional, and quiet. So it's not like these dudes are going to go out, get a movie deal after graduating, ITC or write a book after selection. Started asking all the guys all the questions I could, because they've been in this community for a long time, and I was Nick the new guy, Baldy. I'm going to read the list, man. I made it. And shouts out to you, Baldy, Kimbo Slice, Mike Blaze, Bob Stroh, John, Zach, Timmy. Love you, buddy. Tay, I do. Smalls, Hawk, love you, man. And then lastly, Ryan Jeske, Sky Moe, and Matthew Manukian, who were killed August 10th. That drove the importance of this home to me more than anything. I need to master this, for safety. It's required. Had the 1911 issued and an unlimited amount of ammo, custom-made steel targets, and a plate rack, so why not train, man? Jack some steel by day, go out on missions by night, patrols by day, whatever, and then go blast. Just go check out a ton of ammo and just go hit the plate racks, man. And I've worked that 1911 to get better and better and better. And ask for some of the guys to help me. Doug Easley, man. He was out there a lot with me too. Anyway, left that and came home, and it was my 5th combat tour. I was kind of burned out at that point, but I loved shooting. It was my release. I heard right down the road here at Broward Sheriff's Office, there was a guy named Frank Proctor who's coming to do a little teaching, and my buddy told me to check him out, that he's different. So I did. I checked him out, and I liked what I heard. And it's like, follow my recipe, sauce will taste good. Says the cook. But what I did not need was knife hands falling out of the sky, snap points everywhere, and a regimented me monster going, bust him, I am so cool. Dude, get away from me with that. I don't have time for it. I didn't get that at all. I got nothing but humility. So when I showed up there, I just wanted to listen, just shut up and listen. I went there with some bros too, and we had a good time. It was just a blast. Ended up going back up to east of Bogue, Alabama, or not back, but my first time up at the CP to get my train on, and Frank put together some amazing stages for us, and we had a good time. Camped out around the fire, woke up with icicles in our eyebrows and stuff. Slept outside under the stars. Frank went out with a chainsaw and cut down some trees for us, and brought us some venison, and fed us, gave us some fire, and we were good. Fire, meat, caveman, good. But man, it was freezing balls cold. But I tell you, it was worth every bit of it. And we showered at a Love's truck stop, $10, you get a key and a towel. But no, really, it's seeing processing control and the movement, just hearing these different types of words broken down in a different order than what you're originally used to, really sets you up to be able to have original thoughts as a shooter. Once you realize what you're working against, once you truly realize economy of motion, how to process information quickly, you can start seeing the slide reciprocate. Your front sight post, you can track it no matter how fast you pull the trigger. It makes all the difference in the world. You start refining and cleaning up those little things. And then you find out that, I mean, I hate to be, crazy with this word, or set of words, but you just got to let it do, man. You just go out and get some ammo, and then once you get set up, it's just train, 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 and then it'll click. Bam! One day it'll just click. After enough rounds, you'll see it. Some more than others. Me, still happening. But once it starts to click, you see it's like magic. Everything slows down. It's like the Matrix or something, man. It's like things are zooming by you, but you see them all, and you see what you're doing, and it's a level of awareness. I'm not getting all Zen and Buddha-y. I'm Catholic, by the way, but it's a level of awareness that I wasn't able to achieve prior. I don't know why that is, but it doesn't matter. It is anyway. So again, just gotta let it do, man. But I highly recommend the course. It's big boy rules. Safety is paramount. You know that as soon as you get there. It's the first thing. But ain't nobody gonna beat you up about it. If you're a safety violator, you just pack your stuff. I mean, that's it. You don't have time for that. You don't want guns pointed at your head, kind of thing. And that really is the truth. But other than that, big boy rules, right? As long as you can afford them, they're there. And you can't, because that's what you're paying for, is a private course with individuals who are driven, motivated, and want to be there to your left and to your right and shoot with you. It's completely different. So again, thanks for listening to me run my mouth. Thanks for listening to me introduce myself a little bit. And I hope you guys go out and check it out. Road trip it, man. It's worth the drive, I promise. East of Boga. Beautiful part of the country, too. They got a great Chinese buffet there. Ooh, I love it. And a hibachi. I got a hibachi. Anyway, y'all, take care, and thanks. Appreciate it.